We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating. From the plantation, we built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating. From the plantation, we built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating. From the plantation, we built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating. From the plantation, we built the whole nation.
It is. Man, it's been a great year thus far. Happy New Year, family. Happy Mother's Day to all the American freedmen mothers. Happy Father's Day to all the American freedmen fathers. I see the homie Vovo in here. I'm not sure if you're a father, but if you are, happy Father's Day to you. So check it. Back to South Strategy. That's the title, American Freedmen State Majority. This is not my first space about this, but again, the Back to South Strategy talks about an agenda, political power. So, many of the American freedmen, most of us are already in the South. And in the current events, in the current times, we're moving back south. We're going back home. So a part of the Back to South strategy is to have more American freedmen go home so that we can have political power. Political power. That's what it's about. 1 second. Hold on, y'all. So the states that I have, and this is from the book Charles Blow. He is a Democratic shill. He's very liberal, but he was writing exact with this book, The Devil You Know. States, Back to South states on the list: Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. Now, I'll put some possibles in there, like that Freedman game. If you know, you know. That Freedman game we do. West Virginia is a possible. Arkansas and Tennessee. This is just my opinion. And I think definitely Tennessee. You know, a lot of American freedmen out there currently. And I think that's probably the new up and up state that we may have. So, yo, if you're in the space, this is a political space, I need you to retweet. Volvo, retweet the space. I got that standard. That's all I ask. I would like to hear from you as well. I also have the numbers. I'm not sure if I did your numbers for the great state of Ohio. I believe you are from Cleveland. So we can break that down. The American freedmen numbers in Ohio. And I believe you always talk about how Cleveland is a very major American freedmen city. But yeah, Volvo, retweet the space. If you do not retweet, sadly, I will delete. Meaning, I will remove you. So, give people some time to retweet the space. Peace, peace, peace. What's up, Deontay? What's shaking? Dre was good. So, Back to South strategy. It includes these states: Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. This agenda is for us to maintain political power. In order for us to do that, we have to start locally, family. We have to start locally. And we have to have like minds, a meeting of the minds. And we need candidates. Marcel cannot be the only candidate. Let's say Marcel won. Who the hell would help him if he was in the House of Representatives? Best case scenario, let's say Marcel won that election against that motherfucking coon, Clyburn. Coonburn. Let's call him what his name is. Coonburn. Jim Clyburn, Coonburn. Let's say he beat him. Who would be helping him in South Carolina? Who would be helping Marcel in his local districts or the other neighboring districts around him? Who would be helping him in North Carolina? Who's the House rep who will be assisting him to get reparations for the American freedmen in North Carolina? This is what we have to think about, family. Again, this is about justice. Justice for the American freedmen. Exclusive justice. We want all the justice, family. All of it. Equity, wealth, influence, power. You cannot have self determination when there is infiltration. You cannot have self determination with zero political representation. Vovo, I see you on the stage. You are of the proletariat class, the backbone of this economy. You are a truck driver and you work hard as an American freedman. Man, happy Father's Day to you. Talk to us. The Back to South strategy.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, let me know if the truck get too loud. I'm at a red light now, but yeah, I spoke on this topic a couple times, and I forgot the brother's name. We had a falling out about it. I forgot. He held a space every Saturday. I forgot, but I believe that it's good in theory. It's great in theory. My family, on both sides of my family, we can trace back to the Atlanta area, LaGrange, Georgia. The plantation that we were enslaved at was Rough Edge, Georgia. Rough Edge, Georgia doesn't exist anymore. So I'm back and forth to Atlanta all the time. I'm down there all the time. I got family down there. We got a family plot down there. That's where my ancestors are buried. Hopefully I'm buried there. But so
All right.
I got deep connections to the South. You know what I mean? I believe it's good in theory, but I don't know how we would get our people to relocate. Like I said before, my family been in Cleveland. My mother's side almost 100 years. My father's side almost 120 years. So I'm not sure how, we would get our families to quit jobs, walk away from mortgages, home loan, auto loans, school. We'd have to. That would just be a big undertaking that I'm not sure that. I don't really believe that it's practical. But if we say let's go, I'm gonna be on board with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no doubt. Thank you for that. Strong VGQ, strong testimony. Again, if you're in this space and you do not retweet, I will delete. If you're in the space and you do not retweet, I will delete. So, retweet the space. This is a very serious political space. Let's get the message out there, family. So, you're saying you're not against the strategy. You think it's good in theory, and I guess if you was to move to the south, you would want to be in Atlanta, Georgia, which is one of the states for the Back to South strategy. Yeah, Vovo.
Yeah, Atlanta. I got family all over the South. I'll just that's where my surname goes back to, and that's where the majority of my family is. It's
Okay.
maybe like 30 or 40 of us. Well, I don't know. We've been having kids and shit lately, so it's maybe about 50
Mhm.
of us in Cleveland, but it's hundreds of us,
Well,
in the Atlanta area.
yeah, many of our families. See, I think you're proving my point, though. Many of our families are already in the south, like you said. You are the general rule because you said most of your family is in the south, and many of your family is in the Georgia area. So that's all the more reason for it to be not a theory for us to go back home. You'll be having people who you're familiar with. This is your bloodline and your family, and it's very attainable. It's already happening, Vovo. Now we need a political goal behind it. Does that make sense, Vovo?
Yeah, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm with you on that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if we saying let's do this as a people, I'm gonna definitely be on board. Like let's take my situation. I'm a truck driver. My job go wherever I go.
That's
You know,
perfect. You could drive all the way to ATL. Just throw it in the bag.
I drive all the time. It's 10 hours. I drive down there all the time. I drive down there just to kick it. You know, but like I got a daughter. She's 14. Her mother, she don't
Happy
got no
Father's
family.
Day. Happy Father's
Appreciate it.
Day, sir. No doubt.
Appreciate it. But her mother is. she don't got no family in the South. You know, they from Chicago and up here and shit like that. So, how would I leave my baby? She wouldn't want to go. You know, she already in school, shit like that. She a teenager. Well, she wouldn't. She wouldn't want to uproot. You know, and then I would have to. Me and her mother is not together, so she don't want to stay with her mother. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. I mean, I can't really comment on that because that's your personal situation. I would hope that maybe you and the mother of your child can work that out and also bring along your daughter with you to the southern states. But I think you said that you're down for it, so we got one. We got you, and you could be, a part of the solution. And this back to south strategy is definitely a solution. This is about, yeah, this back to south strategy is definitely a solution. And again, this is about local power, local politics, state power. This is what we need. Hold that thought, Volvo. I got the homie, the legend, Deontay. This man is very underrated. I would consider him an unsung hero. He is in Texas right now. He has about 1,000 American Freedmen conscious organizations and many, many, many more in the works. He does great organizing. He is a great man. He is a father as well. And of course, he is an American Freedman. Happy Father's Day, Deontay. I may need you for some of these numbers, man. I know you have the numbers that I was talking about. So if you're able to assist me in that, I would really appreciate that. Give you the co-host as well, so we can work out these numbers and talk about states like Ohio and Georgia and the American Freedmen numbers. Go ahead, Deontay. Talk to us. Your thoughts.
You said which? I know I can't remember if you sent me those numbers or not. But if you send me, I'll have your exact numbers because I kind of like just got mine's from just blackdemographics.com. So it doesn't really break the numbers down by ethnicity and further breaks down. So I would actually like to see those numbers too.
I sent you those. Just check your messages.
Which one? You sent me on Twitter or you sent me by phone?
Phone.
All right, let me go check.
I sent it to you. I remember you asked, and but try both. Maybe it was on Twitter. But check both. When you're able to do that and got those numbers, let me know so we can build with the Freedman family. Again, if you do not retweet the space, I will remove you. So I have a standard, and it's free 99, family. That's all I ask. You just retweet the space and get the message out there. Let's have the conversation. And yeah, back to Volvo. Yes. So Volvo, yeah, man, if you want to move to Georgia, that would be great. My grandfather was born in, I think, Atlanta. It's Fulton County. If that's Atlanta, then my grandfather was born in Atlanta. So I have roots in Georgia as well. So I'm not mad at that. Again, that is on the list. Let me go over the list again. Back to South, American Freedmen state majority states that we are pushing to move to: Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. Delaware sounds strange, don't it? But it's actually very, very, very ideal for us, an ideal state for us, believe it or not. Volvo, what's good? You got your hand up. Talk to us.
Yeah, I was going to use another example. There's a suburb of Cleveland that's all black, like 95, like 95% black,
Okay.
all American freedmen. And these people, they doing well. They doing extremely well. It's called Warrensville, Ohio. You know, um, and I'm not sure the population. I'm not sure what the population is, but like how would we get these people to leave their careers and all that type of stuff? That's what I'm
Yeah.
be looking for when we have this debate. How would we? How can you forget? How can you convince these people to walk away from their home. Huh?
Yeah, I agree with you. That is a valid concern. But there is economies in all of these states. We would need some type of political infrastructure or something like that, so that when they do come, we have something to set them up. But that's something we need to talk about on the back channel as far as the specifics in the details. But yeah, people are already in the South and they're working. You know what I mean? Whatever skills that they have can be transferred over to the southern states. And there are job opportunities, I'm sure, in places like Atlanta. I heard Atlanta is lit. It's lit, and especially if you have the entrepreneur spirit, you're a boss and a business owner. Gotta mute you, Volvo. Gotta mute you. It's a lot of noise. If you have that mentality and mindset of an American freedman entrepreneur, you can make that beneficial. So it is a valid concern. People are not just going to uproot and leave their current living situation and go to something that is unknown. Unknown. So that is fair. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Didn't retweet the space, so I gotta remove you respectfully. I fucks with you. I'm not gonna say your name, but fucks with you. But you didn't retweet the space, so I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. But yeah, Volvo. That's what that is. We're gonna have to get on the back channels and talk about the details. But yeah, um, we need to organize and get that accomplished. And find some type of representation in institutions and opportunities for the American freedmen who actually do move down south and who's on code. And on code, I mean, um, they're running for office. They are American freedmen first. They have the freedman consciousness. What is the freedman consciousness? The freedman consciousness is you being an American freedman. It's exclusive to the American freedman, and you are American freedmen first. You don't give a damn about nobody else. You're all about the American freedmen first. You support American freedmen policies first. You want all the justice for the American freedmen. And you're willing to play your role, whether you be an educator, whether you be in the military, whether you be in the politics, the legal apparatus, warfare, entertainment. Everyone has a role to play, and everyone has skills and strengths of their own. So you use your freedman consciousness to elevate other American freedmen in their consciousness and to elevate the American freedman community. That's what the freedman consciousness is. And salute to my homie, my brother in freedman justice, brother Muko. How he codified the freedman consciousness and added on to what I said and called it the freedman consciousness of justice. I love that. Volvo, did you want to say something? I had to mute you only because it was a lot of noise.
Me? Oh, you can hear the truck.
Yeah, I heard some noise. I don't know if it was a truck or not, but I did hear some noise
Can,
though.
can you hear the truck now? I don't want to mess the space up. You know, this truck here is loud.
Nah, you didn't mess the space up. You're a great addition to the space. And no, I do not hear any noise right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it was something I wanted to. Oh, yeah. I think a better strategy was something that I heard Claude Anderson say just a few years ago. So I don't want to mess his words up. But basically, he was saying that we should take control over the 10 areas where black people, where black Americans are mainly at. He said to take control of that, and then he was saying something about a high speed
Right, I remember
rail
that.
system to
Yep,
keep us connected.
right,
I
right.
think that would be a huh. You
Yeah, I remember that.
said
Go
it,
ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. So like, I think that would be like a more effective strategy because
Mm.
I mean, asking people to walk away from their life, that's tough, man.
They're not walking away from their life. They're moving back home to the South, where we will have a better life once we maintain control of the political power structure in the South. We need American freedmen representation and reparations in all the states. However, the headquarters in our stronghold will be in the South. So they won't be moving away from their life. They'll be moving down south to create a better quality of life by way of politics, economics, social, education, entertainment, law, policy, um, all of the above, all areas of human activity. So I wouldn't look at it like that, but I get what you're saying, though, Volvo. It is difficult for some people to just up and leave. According to Charles Blow, excuse me, pause. He is a part of the LGBT, I'll say, agenda. According to Charles Blow, the devil you know, only 22%. Only 22%. So we're not asking for 100% of the American freedmen to do that. So, which to me, in my opinion, makes it even more attainable. In addition, with the American freedmen majority that is already in the South, it's already in the South. You see what I'm saying? So, Misi, I don't know who you are, but if you do not retweet the space, I will remove you at MEECEE 449159777. You have 1 minute. Thank you. Oh, okay. I see you. You retweeted the space. Thank you, Misi. I don't know if you're a female or a male, but thank you for retweeting the space. I appreciate that. Salute, salute, salute. Um, yeah, Deontay, are you good? We need those numbers. Were you able to find the numbers, Deontay?
I'm looking for them right now. I had accidentally hit the the thing to update my phone because it sent me a message and I just hit it, not paying attention to it. So I'm going through them right now though.
Okay, we have the lovely, lovely Who Dat, Mama Mia. Who Dat, Mama Mia in the motherfucking building. Hey, baby. You know, one day I will make a woman, maybe a Louisiana woman, maybe a New Orleans woman, my yam yams. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's a New Orleans thing. So if you know, you know. Right? My yeah with the yam yams. Right? Anyway, I digress. But I digress. Retweet the space, family. This is a serious space. I want the message to get out there. I want us to have the conversation. Mama Mia, your state is on the list for Back to South, Louisiana. I'm going to say the names again, the states again, for our Back to South strategy as American freedmen, how we gain political power so that we can have a great, better quality of life, because these Confederates is really trying to shit on us. They're trying to kill us, and a great political solution is this Back to South strategy. It's a part of the local politics, and we need state power. So I'll say the names and the states again. Louisiana, hey baby. Mississippi. That's what the homie Frenchie calls it. He's from Mississippi, I believe, or he got family out there. Alabama, Georgia. I can't lie. I like that song with the white boy Justin Bieber. I don't fuck with him like that, but I get my down in Georgia. That's that shit. Got my peaches down in Georgia. That's that shit. Anyway, South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. So, yeah. Those are the states. Retweet the space. If you do not retweet, I will delete. Just have a little small standard. This is a serious space. Retweet the space so we can get this message and information out there. This is a 501c3 space. May have to send that link to you again, Deontay, but I want to refrain from doing that because when I go out of Twitter app, I usually have problems. Which is why I would love to have you as the co-host so you can break down these numbers. Break down the numbers. If I have to, I will do it myself, but it is what it is. Hopefully you're able to find that link that I sent you. I know I sent it to you because you did ask.
Just found it.
Okay, cool. I bet. Let me make you the co-host. The great unsung hero you are in this American freedmen movement. You do have the co-host now again. But yeah, I appreciate Volvo keeping it real as he always does. He is an American Freedman man, truck driver. He is in Ohio. He is concerned. He's a father, and he would want his daughter to come with him to Georgia and Atlanta. But that's his personal situation with the mother of his child. I believe they're in Chicago, so we can work that out. But if we could get Volvo in Georgia, that is a part of the plan. That's a part of the goal. Um, did we do Ohio? The numbers for American Freedmen in Ohio. I haven't done this type of space in a minute, so I forgot. I know we did do the numbers in Georgia. Hold on one second, family. Let me look at. Let me see if I can.
Let me say this, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, her family is from Chicago. They're not in. My child and my child's mother, they're not in Chicago. They're in the Cleveland area. They live in the suburbs of Cleveland.
You said, oh,
That,
okay.
that,
They live in Cleveland as well. My bad. My
yeah,
bad. Got you. Got you.
yeah, but I know Ohio. I don't know. I know in the city of
The
Cleveland,
wife of the wife of your child, she may be a little uppity. Is she sedity,
no,
bougie?
no. She just no. She ghetto as fuck. I met her when she used to live
All
in the
right.
project. She just hustled her
Okay.
way up, and she wanted to live in the suburbs.
That's what's up. All right. All right.
Yeah,
Got it. Got it. Got it.
yeah. Um, I know Cleveland is. I know for sure it's about 180,000 of us just in the city of Cleveland. You know, I'm guessing maybe the suburbs. If you add all the suburbs, that maybe another 100,000. I don't know. Plus the Akron, Canton area, where LeBron from, that may be another 50 or 60,000. So I'm guessing. I don't know, but maybe I would say it's probably like a million of us in the state of Ohio.
Well, let's not do assumptions because we got the motherfucking numbers. I'm that nigga for real. And I got the homie Deontay. Again, he has about 1,000 American Freedmen conscious organizations, and he is in the great state of Texas. That is not on the list for the Back to South strategy, but we know that he does great work, and if need be, I'm sure he will do what is necessary. And we don't need all American freedmen, according to Charles Blow, which is what we're referencing, the devil you know. We need 22%. We need 22%. The point is, we need the state majority power. Deontay, could you look up Ohio and maybe a county or something? Maybe Volvo could give us a county, but could you look up the American freedmen numbers in
Okay.
Ohio? I know we did South Carolina already. We did Alabama and we did Georgia. But let's talk. Let's do this. Let's see what the numbers in Ohio
Ohio.
are. Yeah, Ohio, the American freedmen in Ohio.
All right.
Volvo. So Volvo, you saying a million American freedmen in the state of Ohio? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my guess. It's kind of hard to me to get to the phone. I'm driving, but yeah. I say if I had to guess, yeah, I would say probably Columbus, to Toledo, Dayton, Cincinnati, and all the little small towns where it's like maybe 5,000 of us. If you had everything up, I would probably say about a million. I know Cleveland, the Cleveland Northeast Ohio area. That's the biggest collective of us.
Okay, no doubt. Thank you, Volvo. Deontay, make sure you look at the American freedmen only, not the one that makes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just yep, go for that
All
one.
right.
And yeah, let's see how many American freedmen we have in Ohio. Volvo has made his submission. He did not answer the question in the form of a question, but so it's automatically going to be wrong. But it's automatically going to be wrong. But he said about a million in the state of Ohio. What's the numbers looking like, Deontay?
In Ohio, we got 814,453.
American freedmen. Wow, 814,453 American freedmen.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. Very, very
And then
Oh, I was close though.
Yeah, he was
I mean, if
close.
you just
He
counting
was.
black all together, you'd be at close to 1 million.
Yeah. So that would include
Yeah.
other races that have brown skin complexion, but not the American freedmen. But yeah. So hold on, let me 1 second, y'all. So you said what was the number again, Deontay?
It was. Hold on. African, black alone. It would be 814,453.
Mm, 800, 814,450.
Yes, sir.
How about on this episode of American Freedmen State Majority, we look up the Hispanics this time around because I was leaving them out last time. I was looking up the Europeans and the gefilte fish eaters and the Germans and all them other Confederate white folks. Let's see what the Hispanic numbers are looking like. 1 second though. So 853, 514. Deontay?
Yeah, I had to switch over to my phone so I could have my laptop free. So you can go ahead and send me the co-host again. I just switched. I was on my computer for both of them.
I got you. I got you. Co-host sent 853,514. Yes?
814,453. You said for a Black America, are you saying Hispanic?
Right. Right. For American Freeman,
Yeah, American Freeman.
814,453.
Yeah, 814,453.
That's still a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot. That's still a lot. I'm not mad at that. If we could get a lot of those, see, I would have to confirm the history though. Like maybe, matter of fact, maybe Volvo can help us out. What is the history behind Ohio? Because of course, all of the American freedmen are from the South. Our ancestors were enslaved in the South. So when we migrated and we moved to other states like New York, that's usually like South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina. What's the history for Ohio? Bovo, do you know?
Well, I just it's the American history. My three times great grandfather, he on my father's side, they've been here almost 120 years. He got a job with the city, so he moved his family up. On my mother's side, my grandfather and grandmother met on the Greyhound coming up here. My grandfather came up here to work construction, and my grandmother came up here to link with her cousin
Nice.
that had a restaurant up here. You know, they moved to what was considered to be Black Bottom. That's like historically that was like all cities had a Black Bottom, so
Mm.
that was like kind of where the black people came in, and
That
collected.
Greyhound love, it makes me think like, damn, how old is Greyhound? They had that
Oh no,
Greyhound.
Greyhound, yeah, Greyhound. Oh, yeah, remember on the Richard
so
Pryor? I
so
mean, not
so
not
so
not
let me
Richard
ask
Pryor,
this. Let me
Greyhound.
ask this.
Yeah.
What states from the South moved to Ohio? Like how for me, I'm from New York City, so a lot of people who are American freemen and living in New York City, their states are usually South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina. What would that be
Well,
for Ohio?
well, that's on that I-95 corridor. So that's why that's kind of But I from all over. My both my grandfathers traced back to the western part of Georgia, the Atlanta area. My grandmother, they met on the Greyhound. She's from Mississippi, you know,
Mm.
and not my hold on, my grandmother and my grandfather on my father's side, they from Georgia. My other grandfather is from Arkansas. So, you know, from all over. Like when I speak to my friends, you know, I'm seeing Alabama, you know, and shit like that, North Carolina, South Carolina. So from all over, you know, the great migration,
No doubt.
it was job opportunities,
Yeah.
you know. So that's, you know, Ford and GM and all that was popping. So, you know, everybody was running up here to get those jobs.
Yep. Yep. No doubt. No doubt. Let me give a salute to the homie, the god, the legend, New Orleans, Mr. It's. And it's Mia is in the motherfucking building. This is a power couple. They are married, respectfully. They are a great, strong family unit, and I got much love and respect for them. And they have great spaces as well. It's Mia. Support them. And he is an American freedman. Of course, Mama Mia is an American freedman. And they are from New Orleans. New Orleans. I know you can't stand it. Bandit, I gotta be a little PG. It's a little political space, you know. It's a freedman space. So I'm gonna be a little nice today. I could turn up, but yeah, man. Louisiana Freeman in the motherfucking building. So, yeah, okay, Vovo. So let's go with Mississippi then. Deontay, could you give us some Mississippi American Freeman numbers? And salute to BTP Riri in the motherfucking building. Was shaking. Retweet the space. Retweet the space. Let's get the message out there. Deontay, let's go with Mississippi since he have some roots and some Mississippians may have moved to Ohio.
All
So
right. So the Mississippi numbers
yeah,
are 652,765.
really, Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that Mississippi got less American freedmen. What was that? 600 what?
652,765.
765 American freedmen in Mississippi. Wow.
So if all the
Definitely
American
need to get those
freedmen,
numbers up.
if all the American freedmen in Ohio moved to Mississippi, they would run the whole state.
Oh yes. That's a fact. I like how you brought that up, and that's the goal. That's the goal. So 814,000 plus 453. Hold on, let me see. 800. Let me do these numbers right quick.
Hey,
814.
bro, I gotta drop down, bro.
No doubt,
I
no
gotta
doubt. Thank you.
get the show. Yeah,
Thank
for
you,
sure, my
Bobo.
brother.
No doubt. Peace, peace. So if all of them move, that would be 1,467,218 American freedmen in the state of Mississippi now. That's very unrealistic. All 814,000. So let's use Charles Blow's numbers. 22%. 22% of 814,000. Hold on, let me do those calculations. Let's try to be as accurate as possible. All right, so okay, so that's 100. So that's 179,179. Okay, plus 652,765. So in total, it would be 831,944. That would be more than Ohio, and that's only just 22%. Only 22%. Or you might even get more than 22%, but 22% from what I remember is was the number. I could be wrong. If I am in error, let me know, and then cite the page and the numbers from Charles Blow's book, The Devil You know, again, salute to BTP Riri. Salute to the Be the Power family who have, they are the ones who have reminded us and taught us about the freedman status. The freedman status. They reminded us about our freedman status. We always go by black. We know what that's about, race and everything. Um, they showed us and reminded us after all these lost cause teachings from the Confederacy that we are American freedmen, and that is our legal status. We are not immigrants, which is also a status. We are not immigrants. We are the legacy founders and builders and citizens of this America. So we need all the justice, all the equity, and all the wealth for our American freedmen community and families. And this is what the Back to South strategy will do. It's an American freedmen state majority. And if we move to Mississippi, or Mississippi, as the homie Frenchie would say, um, we would have about 830,000 American freedmen. And we would be running Mississippi as long as we have freedmen conscious elected officials in positions of power, freedmen conscious teachers, educators, freedmen conscious business owners in the state of Mississippi. Think about this, family. This is the solution. We need the right people in the right place, and everything else will trickle down. It starts with the politics, if you ask me. Politics is not just policy, it's not just quid pro quo. Again, what we're doing in these spaces is politicking. It's relationships building with people, communication. You got to network with people, and we most definitely have to network and build with our American freedmen family. We have to. We have to. And I think we've been doing that a lot lately. We do that a lot. So let's continue to do that. So, Deontay, anything you want to say? I know you been pretty chill and relaxed. You are an American freedman. You live in Texas. You are a father and a husband. You're wifed up. You off the market. You know, you bat down all these hussies. These hussies and harlots out here. They try to steal you away from your good American freedman woman, but you not having it. Any thoughts?
No, I mean, yeah, you pretty much stated what I thought. Like, when it comes to the the power, this is the crazy part of it. As far as the ethnic group, we're well, according to 2020 census, we're the third largest ethnic group in the United States. Second, I think it said that the Mexicans are leading at the top, followed by Englishmen, and then American freedmen.
Wait,
And
that's for the state of Mississippi?
no, this is for the nationally,
The national what?
the national demographics across the nation as a whole. We are the third largest ethnic group.
Hmm, interesting. I may have to challenge that because
I
that,
think it's a little bit off.
yeah, the Mexicans, what? They saying that the Mexicans is even more than the English or the Germans? What was that now?
hmm
What
According to
was
the
it, English
2020
or German?
census,
Which one?
so white alone, the English nationally, they are at 25,536,410. The
Hmm.
Englishmen. And then coming up next is the German with 15,447,670, followed in third by the Irish, 10,909,541.
But how is, see, those numbers got to be a little, you might have to challenge those numbers because if the American freedmen nationally are about 40 million, how the hell we number three?
Well, they doing black as a whole,
Hmm.
and then they probably do black in any combination. So when you look at black in any combination, where that's when the numbers go up a lot more. when you look at black alone and black with any combination
Yeah,
of other
yeah.
groups.
Well, even if the immigrants, black immigrants, are still not in total not more than the American freedmen. Last I checked, if there's like 50 million American freedmen, or excuse me, 50 million blackness, out of the 50 million, it's 40 million American freedmen and like 10 million uh
Black immigrant.
black melanated non-American freedmen. So I don't know about them
Yeah.
some
And
numbers.
well, this is just based off of the black people who actually did the census.
Yeah, yeah.
So, there's probably a large number of places that are probably
Mhm.
uncounted, or people
Yeah,
just didn't want to do the census. So,
yeah, yeah. Well, either way, we still are the majority. Some would even say we are the biggest ethnic group or the biggest, I'll say, political class citizens in this country. If not that, we're number two. We've been here the longest. We've been here
I
the
mean, we
longest.
definitely will probably are I mean, because if we look at probably the number of Mexicans and other Hispanic groups that actually can technically vote and engage in politics, that number's probably going to go down by close to 80%.
Mhm. Yeah, so let's stick to the specific numbers that I have, with the American freedmen, and then it goes to the other ethnicities. Can we look
Hmm.
at the Hispanic numbers in Mississippi? Let's look at
In
that.
Mississippi,
'Cause they are the ops.
they are
Most of
the
them are the
ops.
ops. Not all, not all, not all, but most of these Hispanics who are coming to the country,
Did we
they
get the
are
white alone
the
in Mississippi?
huh?
Did we get the white alone in Mississippi, or you just want the
Yeah, yeah.
Hispanics?
Let's do the white. Let's do these Confederates. They are
Okay,
the
so
Reds. Yeah, let's do that.
for the white alone, we got English coming in at the top, 369,491.
Okay, and that's the Englishman.
That's the Englishman. Irishman, we got 95,290.
Say that again. 95,000 what?
95,290.
Okay.
And then the German man coming in third, 49,083.
Wow. Damn, they numbers is kind of low. These niggas is really
That,
dying.
yeah, right. So, and here's the thing
Said
that this
forty
is
five
not just in
thousand what
America.
now?
49,083.
49,083. Wow.
I mean, so
Even with
our
all
black
of those
alone
three, even
demographic,
with all of those three combined, they still don't outnumber the American freedmen.
yeah, the American Freeman alone.
Yeah.
So that's those are things that I think we really need to kind of like pay a lot of attention to, because
Yeah.
they'll sweep it down. In Mississippi, you would think that the white are the majority, and
Right.
they're not.
Right.
It's actually us
That's right.
by a long shot. By we got at least 70, 80,000 American freedmen on. And if you look at the white alone, and you add all their numbers together, they still would only probably get to maybe a good uh 520,000. So we got
Mm,
them by nearly 100,000 with just us
wow.
alone in Mississippi,
Wow. That's
according
power.
to the census.
That's power. All we have to do now, and it won't
Start
be an
leveraging it.
easy. It won't be an easy task, and it will be difficult. But again, family, that's what I always say about difficult. Difficult means it can be done.
Hmm.
Difficult means it can be done. It's just gonna take some work. So again, the American freedmen is 652,765. Salute to the homie Earn who brought these numbers. I believe Ern is from Chicago, but he is now currently in Michigan. So respect to that American freedman man and his wife and his freedman family. Earn, he's not here with us right now. He's busy doing his freedman business. So how about the Hispanics?
So the Mexicans are leading uh, with 53.9% of the Hispanic population in Mississippi. They're leading. with 56,688.
What? That's it? 56,000? Yeah, 56,000 what?
56,688.
688. Wow. See, this is just validating our point about us moving back south. Look at
Moving
these
back
little
home.
puny numbers they have. And this is the Mexicans, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Still goddamn Mexicans.
And that's why they're moving them to our concentrated economic centers. And so one of the things, if we stop giving our talent to places like New York and Chicago and Houston and Dallas and Miami and
Hmm.
LA, we stop giving our talent and skill to those cities and start concentrating our talent and power within our majority states.
Yes.
Yo, this changes the whole
It
game.
would. It would allow us to even protect the American freedmen in states like New York and Illinois and
Exactly.
California with that
Imagine if the governors,
organized centered power in the South. Again, the South would be the headquarters, and the American freedmen. We need political power and representation in all 50 states, but the South, those 9 states I mentioned, let me say them again: Louisiana, hey baby, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. I repeat: Louisiana, the yeah yeah with the yam yams, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. Those states,
nine
that type of
states.
power, yeah, that type of political power, we can have control over the entire country and especially those states. Go ahead, Deontay.
And that's another thing that I don't think that there's a lot of picture paid to is that when we move like, out of certain cities, you look at the city, let's see, let's go to New York. Go to New York real quick. You're gonna look at what's the county? What's the a New York County? New York City County.
The Bronx. Go put the Bronx.
Bronx County.
Yeah.
So you look at Bronx County where you have 199,137 uh American freedmen. Imagine if half that number, 100,000 left. That's 100,000. That's 100,000 in population delegates that now grow in, let's say, the state of Mississippi, where now you get that expanded number of House representatives. All this has to be redistricted. Well, our numbers start to leave from where we currently are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm with it. I'm
Let me
with the
see
shits.
what's.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So, what else we got? Cause we only did the Mexicans.
Let me
Um,
see. In Mississippi, we can do
who
what?
else
We
we got?
got
Who's after the
probably
Mexicans?
what's after the Mexicans. We got Asians.
No, under Hispanics though. Any other Hispanics?
Oh yeah, you got Puerto Ricans at 9,790.
Wow, 9. So the second
Yeah,
place. So it went from 56,000 from the Mexicans to 9,000 to the Puerto Rican.
9,000. Yep,
So hold on. Okay, 9,000. What now?
9,790.
Wow. Weak. Weak. Fuck it. After this, we gonna do New York too, cause I want to see those New York numbers again. Because I'm in New York,
Right, and then
so yes, I'm biased.
we look at
Puerto Ricans. Who's after Puerto Ricans in the Hispanic Latin
then
community?
you got the Guatemalan,
Wow.
the Guatemalan.
How many? 10?
5,807.
5,807. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Guatemalans. Mm. These puny ass numbers.
Puny numbers.
Shit is trash. I think.
And now let's
Yeah,
let's
go ahead.
look at somewhere like you say, like let's look at Illinois.
No, hold on. Let's finish. Let's finish with Mississippi. Let's get You said the Asians.
Yeah, Asians,
Mm-hmm. What we got with the?
they are Vietnamese being the highest Asian ethnic group, and
All
they
right.
are 8,542.
Wow. Vietnamese. Now, to my knowledge, there is a strong Asian community in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. I think it might be Vietnamese, maybe the Louisiana, New Orleans. Yeah, with the
Might
Yan
be.
Yan experts can enlighten us about that. But okay, who else is next after Vietnamese and the Asian community?
Let's see. Then we got Asian Indian. It's the Indians.
Wait, what? You said Asian
Yeah.
Indian?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Pakistani
okay,
Indians.
got you. The
Yeah.
Vivics, got you. And
The Vivics. The Vivics.
Kamala
Yeah.
Harris.
The Kamala Harris.
Yeah. So what number they got? When how much they got out there?
They got 6,807.
6,807. Wow, this is so crazy. I still don't think even all these other non-American freedmen numbers we put so far, they still don't even beat the American freedmen at 652,000 in Mississippi.
Mm-mm. Not even if you combine these, them with the Hispanics and the whites. They
Yeah,
numbers
that's what I'm
just
saying.
barely get to ours. They just barely get in there.
I might do those calculations. So let's do one more for the Asians, and then we can go to. I want to see New York City again.
And then we got the Chinese, except the Taiwanese. They got
Wow,
Chinese, and that's 5,094.
5,094. Wow, that's Chinese. You said.
Mm-hmm. Chinese,
Wow.
actual Chinese, 5,094 living in the state
Whew, that's
of
crazy. That's
Mississippi.
crazy. All right, let's go to New York City, and then we could do what you were saying, Deontay. You wanted to check out Illinois.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
we
do
go
New
to
York
New
City
York.
though, because
All right,
there's a
so
whole
New York.
narrative that New York City is it's not a lot of American freedmen. It's a lot of us in here. We still are the majority of blackness out here. But let's set the record straight again, because I did it in my last piece.
All right, so starting with the American Freeman numbers
Yeah,
in New York,
New York's. Yep, New York.
coming in at 1,261,394.
Damn, American freedmen 1 million. How much?
You where you at? You said
1 million.
1,261,393.
All right, 393.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yep, it
A
is.
lot. It's actually more than Mississippi. Okay, so let's see who else is next under blackness.
The Jamaicans coming in at 244,178.
Wow, 244,000. What?
178.
Wow. Now they're not even close to a million. They're not even close to a million. And
It
people
said
want to
they are
say,
8.2% of the black population percentage
look at that.
in New York. 8.2%.
And people always talk that bullshit, saying, "Oh, it's all these more tethers and immigrants than the American freedmen. That's a lie. Here's the numbers. Who's next?
Then next we got the Haitian at 167,741.
741. Okay. That's the
And they
Haitian.
are 5.6% of the black population in New York.
I like how you're giving the percentages too. That's nice. That's nice. I guess we could do one more. Who's next on this list?
And then next is the Trinidadian and the Tobagan.
Said Trinidadians?
Yeah, the Trinidadian and Tobago,
Yeah, Tobago.
Tobagonian.
Yeah.
Tobagonian.
Trinidad and Tobago. Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And they are
So
54,000.
not an African in sight, huh?
Nah, they don't come until 4. The Nigerians.
Of course. I guess we could put their numbers in there too. Hold on.
54,009.
What's the Trinidad numbers? Trinidad and Tobago.
54,917.
917. That's a damn shame.
1.8%.
Yeah, even these three don't combine to outnumber the American freedmen.
No. Combined, they still represent like what, 14%?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Nigerian
14, 15%.
right? Huh?
I say they represent 15% of the black alone population in New York.
Okay. And that's combined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's the numbers for Nigerians?
And the Nigerians are 44,658.
658. 44,658. Wow.
1.5%.
Puny numbers. Trash numbers. All right, so let's get to these Confederates. The Confederate numbers. Let's see what we got.
Confederate numbers for white alone. 1.1. Well, Italian is leading the Confederates, and these whites, they are standing at 1,104,185.
All right. So we got a little competition with the Italians.
Yeah.
They still less than us though, but that is over 1 million of them, just like it is with the American freemen.
Right. And then runner up, we got Irish alone at 730,165.
Okay. Got that.
And then Englishmen coming up, third runner up at 668,011.
Okay. All right. I love looking at these numbers, to be honest. It really gives you an idea of what we're dealing with.
Right.
Really puts things into perspective, and we're going off of what we have available. It's not 100% because all people aren't filling out this survey, but it's damn near it's accurate enough.
Yeah, you get some close, but they don't just also count the numbers of people who sign up. They also match with birth numbers as well that are reported through hospitals.
Right. That makes sense. Yep, that's right. All right, so we got the Confederates. Let's get these Hispanics. What's their numbers?
All right, so we get into the Hispanics. Where y'all at? All right, the Hispanic numbers. Puerto Ricans are taking the lead at 1,764,000.
1,764,000. That's it. Flat.
No, 1,764,000.
Okay. You sure it's a
And
million?
then, yep, it's a million.
And that's almost as much as us, but you know.
Yeah. We're up about 150,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to Dominicans. They are a second runner up. They are at 867,304.
Mm. You know them Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. They do not fuck with each other. They got crazy beef.
They do,
Pause.
except
Pause.
when it comes time to
Pause.
money.
Hey, bro.
Huh?
Hey, I missed part of the span. I was unloading the truck. Is that one state or is that the United States?
That's the state of New York.
In New York, you said it's how many Puerto Ricans?
1,764,000.
It's almost more Puerto Ricans in New York State than in Puerto Rico. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
I said it's
Did you say it's almost more Puerto Ricans?
almost. I think it's only like 2.6 Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico, the island. So I mean, they it's probably more Puerto Ricans in the United States than in Puerto Rico. If
Mm,
you add it all up, that I mean, like I don't know. That's what made me come back up. I was just gonna listen,
I don't
but
know.
god damn.
That's a that may you may be right about that. I don't know what the numbers for Puerto Rico is, to be honest. I never did that. I never thought about that. You might be right. You might be right. Breaking down the numbers. Maybe that's what I should name it.
Yeah, damn near. There are 3,264,000,000 Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico.
Say it again, where you cut out.
What? 300? What?
3,264,000,000.
Okay. All right. So 3
I
million
mean,
on.
3,264,000,000. So
Okay. So
three
there's
million
more
two
Puerto Ricans.
hundred and sixty-four thousand Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico.
All right. So there's more Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico, but it's not really that much more.
Yeah.
About 2 million more in Puerto Rico than just the state of New York. That's crazy.
But what if you add up all of them? What if you add up the
But
entire?
then if you add all of them across America, you probably will have more Puerto Ricans in. You might have more Puerto Ricans in America than Puerto Rican.
Well, technically, Puerto Rico is a part of the United States now. It's like U.S. territory. So
Yeah.
technically, when you are born in Puerto Rico nowadays, you are a U.S. citizen.
But that's not true, though, brother. That's not true.
No, it is. It is.
No, it's not a part of the United States. It's just a territory, meaning that they can't run the government themselves. In order to be a part of this union, you have to be a state that's united with the rest of the states. So they like to say that
That's what I
too,
was saying.
huh?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's territory. It's U.S. territory.
But yeah, that's only because they don't want it. They don't want Puerto Rico. They don't want to. It's I don't want to get to Puerto Rico, but
Yeah. All right. So who's third? We got Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. I would probably say Mexicans might be next. That's just me. Who's third on this
You
list?
would be correct. Mexicans coming in at third at 496,747.
I'm a New York nigga, so I know my city. 496,000 what?
496,747.
747. Damn. There's a lot of Mexicans out here, but I don't be seeing them like that. Okay. Wow. I guess next would be what, the Asians? And this is for the entire state of New York. Now, most of these people are in the city, I would say. But this is for the entire state of New York. Most of the American freedmen are in New York City, but I would say damn near if you got any people in New York upstate or something, they're most definitely likely to be American freedmen. Ain't no goddamn tethers and black immigrants going to Fishkill, New York. They're not going to Albany. No, no.
I know. I was upstate New York, and I think you're right about that because I was in Buffalo for a few months,
Yeah,
and the black people up there, they some good folks, man. They treated me like I was one of theirs,
yeah.
you know.
They were
And yeah,
American
yeah,
freedmen. They
yeah.
were American freedmen, guaranteed. Buffalo, definitely. There ain't no Nigerians in Buffalo. Probably two. That's about it. And they just met there, like yesterday. So, no. Yeah. hmm Who we got next, Deontay?
Let's see. You said Asians.
Yeah, Asians. Let's
All right,
do
the
the Asians.
Chinese coming in at the top. Number
Mm,
one, they are 764,241.
okay. Damn. You talk about the China Max of the world, huh?
Mm-hmm. So Chinatown ain't as deep as we thought it was.
It'd be they got some numbers. They actually there's more Chinese people than Jamaicans.
There
There's
is.
more Chinese than Jamaicans and Haitians and Trinidadians and Nigerians combined. Think about that.
Yep. And probably the West Indians, the Ghanaians, the Barbadians, and the Grenadians
Hmm
as well.
That's crazy. That's just Chinese. So who's next?
All right. And then we got coming in second, we got the Asian Indian, the
Oh God,
Vivex.
guys is everywhere. Vivek.
The Vivex. They're coming in at 387,376.
Wow. Okay. They numbers ain't all that either, but still more than the Jamaicans. Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
And then third, coming in third for the Asians are the Koreans, and they are 137,376.
Interesting. Wow. I wouldn't have thought that, but okay. Any thoughts, Deontay? You wanna break this down? Maybe we could go to because I know I did South Carolina numbers already in the last space. But any thoughts? Talk to us. And if anybody else want to come up to the stage and build and share their thoughts, please do so.
I mean, when it comes to numbers in the state of New York,
Hmm
clearly, the American Freeman does not have the numbers. You have like at least two, well, three other ethnic groups that outnumber them by a significant amount. So I think we would be close to um, the fourth largest ethnic group in the state of New York.
No, according to
And
the
if you
numbers,
ain't
we're
first, you're
number one.
last.
According to the numbers, we're the biggest political class. We're 1,261,393. The only ones who's closest to us is the Italians at 1,104,185. But if you put like whiteness all together, then they would which is what they do politically. They
Hmm.
all
Politically.
combine and kill us. Yeah,
Yeah.
politically, economically, socially, physically. Yeah.
Yeah, the top five. Well, if we just went with the Russians, the Polish, the German, the English, the Irish, and the Italians, they're sitting somewhere around 3.3 million,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah. About
About
right.
3.3 million.
Sounds about right to me.
Let me ask y'all this: why y'all got these numbers up? Because I ain't never heard nobody bust it up so specific. In the United States, where are we? Just the whole United States. I say number two, but I'm not sure. I ain't never heard nobody do it like this.
And the nation,
Yeah, in the entire United States.
so the nation, white
At, at,
alone.
at worst, we are like the second biggest behind the Germans. some would argue we are number one as far as
Yeah,
political class, the American freedmen. We are number one. Some people argue that because we've been here the longest.
yeah.
But some others say, I mean, the German ancestry is very high in the country, so they might be number one.
According to ethnic group alone, the Mexicans are the highest in the nation. They at 35,850,702.
What's the American freedmen numbers for that?
Nationally, we are at 22 million 91,770.
Yeah, that sounds like some bullshit. Is that
Yeah,
blackness?
that don't seem.
Is that blackness or American freedmen?
Black alone, American freedmen.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like some bullshit. Cause if it's blackness, including everybody with brown skin, we would definitely be more than 35 million.
If we include all black, like even black mixed,
Mm-hmm.
then we get probably closer to probably
Yeah,
close to about
it would be higher.
20, 6, 7, 8.
Now what is this census record?
So we get probably close to about 30 million with including black mix,
I'm
maybe
not feeling
combination.
those
Hey,
numbers.
brother.
I'm not feeling those numbers. They're saying under the banner of quote blackness, which is why we need to disaggregate and have our own American freedmen political class. But they're saying under blackness. So this by way of the government, we know what blackness means to us. We know black is talking about American freedmen exclusively by way of the culture, but um according to the government, they're going by racial um like race, right? Deontay? Race?
They're going by so they're breaking it down by races and ethnicities.
Right. So they're saying that under the race of black, which would include Nigerians when they come here to this country, they're saying that's
Hmm
22 million, right? That's way off.
No, that's just the American freedmen. So if you're looking at Nigerians, it would be 493,188
Hmm.
nationwide.
Yeah. Okay. So they're saying 22 million is the American freedmen, huh? That's what they're saying.
Hmm
Yeah. Okay. That sounds a
American
little
freedmen
off,
alone.
but let's go with that. We would be number four, you said,
We would be, as far as ethnic wise, we would be the third.
and that's behind who?
Hispanics, Mexicans would be having the lead with 35 million. Then next it would be, hold on. Next it would be um, Englishmen
Hmm.
uh, with 25 million. And then it would be Black Americans. I mean, Black American freemen with 22 million 91.
So number three is American freedmen. I'm gonna take a guess. Is number four German?
Number four,
Mm-hmm.
okay, look at Germany.
What would
All
be number
right,
four?
let me look at the Asian. Yes, it would be
Okay.
the Germans.
Are these census records?
These are census records according to the 2020 census.
Oh, I know it got to be higher than that because I haven't been on the census since the 90s. My
Yo,
mother
this
made
is
us.
crazy.
Uh, yeah, for real. Like for
Yo,
real.
Mo, this is crazy.
I remember my mother made us sit down at the table. I'm like, and it was a yellow and white form, and she just did it in front of us,
He said
and
we
she
haven't been
explained
on
the importance of it.
the 90s.
These are just the general census records, like as far as I think where they go out and actually take surveys. But when it comes to actual numbers, the actual numbers are more because then they look at the birth rates and they look at those numbers. They don't necessarily look at the exact numbers that they get through the census. But the census does play a part in how they levy resources to given communities, which is weird.
Well, you know that Mexican number gonna be a lot higher after this shit that Biden doing.
Say what now?
I said that Mexican number gonna be a lot higher than after this Biden presidency.
Well, yeah, well, it's hopefully it'll decrease if American freemen get active in their communities. We should see at least a 30 to 40% decrease because most of them is immigrants.
No, what I'm saying is that he letting all these people over here. They ain't about to go back. I hope Trump get in there and deport them, but I can't see these people are hiding out. And we got that birthright citizenship. He'll come over here pregnant. He'll get pregnant over here, and aggravate us to this country.
Yeah, your microphone is your headset. You got the you got the Cleveland headset in. We got to fix that. I couldn't hear you. What you were saying?
Can you hear me now, bro?
A little bit better. Still a little bit like muffled.
Oh no, I'm just saying that the Biden's gonna make the numbers go up. The Mexican numbers. Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, he will. If you hear this space, do not vote for Biden. If you are an American freeman, do not vote for don't ever vote for Biden. I'd rather you not vote at all, which is not really a solution, but yeah, do not vote for Biden. Do not vote for Biden.
Now we really trying to ethnocide if we vote
Yeah,
for
you
Biden.
really are trying to kill the American freeman, your own American freeman family if you vote for Biden. That's a fact. That's a fact. Biden is terrible. He's done
Did you want to
nothing
look at the
for the
Louisiana
American
numbers?
freemen. He's done nothing for the American freemen. No executive orders for the American freemen. He shitted on us when asked about reparations. He talks about Hispanics. He says you ain't black if you think about voting for Trump. He says America is doomed because of the American freedmen. It's just, the history is there. The 94 crime bill. Come on, family. We have to know these things. Biden ain't shit. And now also Trump ain't shit either. However, I know that he would not be allowing these illegal alien cockroaches into the country that will be doing more harm that's already happening. So we have to take those things into consideration. I think Trump is enough of a rogue to want to do politics with the American freemen. Understand? Ultimately, the best solution for the American freemen, as far as the executive branch is concerned, is to have an American freeman conscious president. And all presidents in the history of this country have been anti-American freemen. They've all been white supremacists and racist, or with Obama's case, an agent and collaborator of white supremacy. Go ahead, Deontay.
Oh no, I was just saying. I'm just looking at some of the different states and looking at our numbers. Like in places like Louisiana, uh, Mississippi, and Alabama, we already have the majority numbers. Even when you look at the white alone, um, and adding theirs together, they might just equal us, or not even not be lower than us by at least a good 20, 30,000. I didn't realize it. I didn't know that like their numbers. This is probably why they're trying to bring in Hispanics because in the South they do not have the numbers. Now up north they do, but in the South they don't have the numbers, and they're just trying to buffer their numbers with Hispanics, well with immigrants. That's why a lot of these targeted areas are in black areas, and then I think, man, we should just go to the South, man. Like, to be honest, it really don't make sense for us to be anywhere else but in the South.
Let me. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Y'all can hear me clear?
Yeah, I hear you clear.
Yeah.
Can you hear him clear?
Okay. Let me say this, right? I've always preached separation, right? And just bring me back. Just hear me out for a second. Richard Spencer, Richard Spencer is a diehard white supremacist. he came up with something similar to this. Like, so he was saying black people go to the south. Let's split the country up. Black people go to the south. Um, white people go to the northwest, like Idaho, Montana, all that shit. He was saying something about oh, the Latinos take the southwest, you know, and he was, I forgot what he said with the Midwest, but he actually had a map. I forgot where this was like 6 7 years ago. So I was wondering, it just sparked in my mind. I was wondering, um, up there in the northwest, that's kind of like a white enclave already. Like I don't know too many people. I know a few people out there in Nebraska and a few black folks out there like Omaha and shit like that, but I don't like Idaho, shit like that. I don't hear nothing about no black folks out there. Do y'all like Montana shit like that?
So your question is separation. What was that? What was your question?
No, I'm a separatist. I was just saying that. But no, my question was, I was just wondering what's the numbers out there in the Northwest, like Montana, Idaho, shit like that,
Hmm.
North
Yeah,
Dakota, South Dakota.
yeah, we can do those numbers too.
For American freedmen or for white?
So, Freeman will be good. Let's start with that.
Oh shoot, in those areas. So in Idaho, there's only like 6,000 American freedmen.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, we ain't in
Mm.
Idaho. Yeah, a lot of those places, Idaho, Iowa. There's like
Utah.
58,000 in Iowa. Um,
The only American freedman in Utah is Karl Malone. Yeah, that's it.
Places like Montana is like 2,546 American freedmen. Um, let's see. Nebraska might have a lot, yeah. Nebraska got 44,566.
Hmm.
See.
Yeah. So the bottom line is, when we're talking about political power and local power and state power, our power lies in the South, and we name
Hmm.
those states. So we have to put an organized, centralized agenda behind it, and we need candidates. Volvo, would you like to be an elected official in your ancestral homeland of Georgia?
I don't got the temperament. I don't have. You know, you gotta know who you is. That I wouldn't be. You
He's
wouldn't want me.
stuttering. Volvo, that man stuttering. He like I don't know.
No, I stutter. No, I stutter when I speak sometimes. But I don't have a temperament, brother. I don't have a
All
temperament.
right,
But,
fair enough. Fair enough. We could still use your talents and your skills in just other areas. It just won't be as an elected official. But this is what we're talking about. How about you, Mama Mia? In Louisiana, would you like to be an elected official, a senator? Uh, um, I don't know if they got city council. Yeah, they do got city council out in Louisiana. City councilwoman out in New Orleans, baby. Say yeah, yeah to the yam yams. Maybe that could be your campaign, but you would be supporting reparations. You could get us some state acts of atonement in New Orleans. Give some justice out there, but you gotta be in the political seats of power. How about you? It's. Would you want to be a governor? Governor of Louisiana. Governor It's the governor. How does that sound? I think that has a great ring to it. I think it has a great ring to it. How about you, BTP Riri? Be the power Riri. What's good? Where would you want to go? To South Carolina? North Carolina, maybe? Would you want to be an alderwoman, precinct committee member? You know, that's where the power is. How about you? 1 in 9? 1 in 9, or make one think. Would y'all want to be lieutenant governors? Lieutenant governors. The governor is the president of the state. It's a very powerful, important position.
I don't know if I
Governor.
would want to be a governor, but I'll put my bid in to be either like a county judge or mayor.
Okay, mayor. That's right. How about you? Mayor Riri of South Carolina, 1 in 9. How about you? Uh, Judge, Justice 1 in 9, or Justice one and done? It won't even be one and done for those Confederates because you'll be sending them straight to jail for killing American freedmen or harming or attacking them. Hate crimes. This is the strategy. What about you? Make one think. Lieutenant Governor, make one think. Make these white supremacists think twice. Respectfully, you are a Cowgirls fan, so I don't know. You are a little suspect. Or a little suspect. You support the Cowgirls, so we have to watch out. Watch out for you. Gotta watch out. Matter of fact, Deontay, are you you fuck with the Cowboys? Deontay?
Yeah, I rock with the Cowboys.
Another
I'm from
traitor.
Texas. Texas, born and raised.
From Texas though, right?
Yeah, 150 years in the
Okay.
game.
Okay, damn, excuse me. All
Yeah,
right,
we've
all
been
right.
here.
150 years of the bloodline in Texas. I respect
The
that.
bloodline.
Okay, okay. I respect that. I respect that. But I still can't fuck with you because I fucks with the Giants, respectfully. So you're the enemy. Every time I see the stars, I have to look at you suspect. Can't fuck with that. Anyway, yeah, man, these are the numbers. We breaking it down. Back to South Strategy, Freedmen, and State Power. Anything else y'all want to say? I'm gonna probably shut it down. Maybe next time we'll do the Louisiana state, the state of Louisiana. Been meeting some great people on Twitter from Louisiana. We got Nola Darling. We got Mama Mia. We got It. Um, Isla B. Wells is from Louisiana. Miss D is from Louisiana. Great people. Great people. Louisiana Freedmen on deck. Maybe we could do those numbers at another time in the next space. What Volvo, last words. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say appreciate the space. Let me say this, right? Like it's a great idea. You know what I mean? I believe in power to the people. When you got the numbers,
Yeah.
you can get a lot of shit done, and then you don't even need them anymore. I look at just one example, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, he don't need Hollywood no more. He's got the cameras, he's got the space, he's got the studios.
Good point.
He's got the money to fly out the actors and all that. Hollywood starting to come to him now. He built a replica White House on his property. So now it's studios that come to him if they want to shoot a White House scene or something like that. They actually come to him now. So that is the key. We got to come together and we got to separate. That's where we get our respect at, and that's where we get our peace at. Appreciate you letting me speak, bro.
No doubt, man. And I thank you for coming through to speak, man. Ohio, Cleveland Freedmen on deck. I know the Browns ain't doing so well, but I mean, y'all got history. Y'all got good history out there.
Oh, I
I
thought it
just want
was
to
doing.
to add something to kind of like what Volvo was kind of talking about earlier about having the means to do it. So one of the things that we as American freemen haven't really been taken advantage of is the HUD funding programs for rural development and
Mm,
for economic development within our respective cities and towns. And so with us going back south, we also are taking our numbers. And so a lot of these programs can be funded by the federal government. We just have to
mm,
use them in the right ways to get those things done because a lot of that money is just sitting there currently in a lot of these cities' bank accounts, monies that they didn't got. And we just got to leverage those things. We got to put those monies to work. One of the programs that I'm working on is called the Affordability Relocation Assistance and Rural Development Program. So what I'm tying into the Back to South strategy is developing rural communities in places like Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. They
mm,
have a lot of rural land. Like these states right here got like millions of acres of land owned
mm,
by the state that just are underdeveloped.
mm,
Port areas, coastal areas, that just was left as we left up north through the Great Migration.
mm,
And it's now, like I say, these lands we can come back and claim these lands because, like I say, they're being underused. And we can use the federal tax dollars, the federal dollars and grants to get those monies. It's really more so a matter of us working collectively and that don't mean all of us. That means just enough of us, like what Prime was just saying, 22% or 25% of us with this intention to make the South home again and building up the South, building up our businesses in the South. And there's money to do all of those things. They just need persons with great ideas that's got passion and want to make something for themselves and for their family. So there's definitely money there. I'm gonna tap into some of this money in Texas and start pushing it towards these kind of initiatives.
mm. I like that. Thank you for that. Strong VGQ. Strong testimony. But yeah, man, I want y'all to. I know the government has not done right by us. However, if you think logically about this, if the government has been used to harm us with the freedman consciousness and justice in the same government, we can make it do right by us. But we have to be in the positions of power to do that. We have to be in the positions of power to do that. And the Back to South strategy is a part of that political power, if you really think about it. Some of y'all may not be familiar with Marcel or Hiram Revels or Robert Smalls, Adam Clayton Powell Jr. But these men are American freedmen, and they would be using their political power to maintain justice for the American freedmen, and that's how we got to look at it. We have to centralize our American freedmen numbers in those states that I mentioned throughout the space, so that we can guarantee reparations on the federal level, so that we will be able to maintain our legacy and to enforce justice for all American freedmen and to apply these benefits like the programs that Deontay was talking about. It's really just a matter of enforcement and application for the benefit exclusively for the American freedmen. There's a lot of things already in place for us. The problem is the things are just too inclusive. It's about diversity, and in doing that, it excludes the American freedman, or we're left with crumbs. The boule gets the crumbs, and the American freedmen get nothing. See what I'm saying? So the Back to South strategy is a definite political solution. So I appreciate y'all coming through. See some new faces. We're gonna do another space like this. But in the meantime, thank you for your support. Woo yeah!
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Channel Raw TV Bay Bay.